And now this steady and consistent player is no stranger to the final stages of a world ranking event. A former Scottish Masters and Welsh International Open champion. It's the Welsh Wizard, Jason Greenslade.
Jason Greenslade now number 16 in the world. This is a very important game for him. He really needs to perform against Robert Gordon. He's outside the top 16 at the moment on the provisional list. So no mistakes in this one. Our marker, Francis Fletcher, for this match. Robert Gordon's been around the circuit for a number of years and has qualified before, so he knows what to expect. You would still expect Jason to get through though, John, wouldn't you?
Yeah, start favourite, David, even though his form, he would admit that himself, hasn't been that great over the last couple of years. It's very difficult sometimes. He's lost a few first rounds. It's difficult to get out of that downward spiral. Good start though.
Just got caught on the seam of the carpet. Jason wearing the cap, I don't think I've seen that before in the indoors.
No, I've never seen him wearing the cap inside.
Certainly not going to get any rain out there, and it's not that bright. But maybe there's other reasons for it.
It's psychological, something different, change his luck.
Well, that and also the fact that it's something different, and he's an enigmatic character, there's no doubt about that, and quite a maverick when it comes to his style of play. You're not quite sure what you're going to get.
One red.
He will play shots that a lot of people don't even think about playing.
There's no doubt he's got the talent. He's proved that before. He's been to a final year. Won other events on the WBT Tour. He's back in the fold on the Welsh indoor side this year. Jason will be skipping for the international team. So there's lots of talent there, but he has had problems the last probably 18 months. Family illness, his dad wasn't too well and passed away. So there have been issues as well.
Yeah, it's very hard to commit to the program that's needed sometimes in bowling, but everybody tries to do it as best they can. Now, Robert, will you get back around this green ball with enough? Good effort, just going to get half ball, slides away.
One red.
One red with a chance to make the double. Well, he's got a chance with this one. Yep, he's made it.
2 shots, Jason Greenslade.
Good start for Jason.
Yeah, took the high line, nice bend in there. It's a good solid start by Jason. He needed that, needed to get out of the blocks quick. Around a long time, Jason Greenslade. I played him, David, outdoors in the Welsh under-35 singles final in 1986.
29.5
He was 16. I was a couple of years older.
In your dreams. You were certainly a couple of years older, but I think you were about 27 at the time.
26, actually.
There you go, I was close. International player Jason now for some 30 years.
One red.
That's the tough bit about trying to make a correction of only 12, 14 inches. So easy to drop a yard off.
Good ball again.
Two red.
Yeah, you can still draw away, but it has to be a tempting shot to run the two balls on the forehand. Not an easy shot. I don't think it's really Robert Gordon's style of play. I'm sticking to the draw. Chance of the jack. Oh, picked it up like a sweetie.
Top class ball there by Robert Gordon.
Two green.
Just nice weight. Getting the bend. Solid to the jack. It's a good two now.
Well, he's calling this to hurry, but he's not too far away. Stays up. Oh, just dropped.
One green.
Might have been shot for a fraction of a second.
Yeah, good effort by Jason. He started very well, drawing well here, Jason. Wasn't easy there to get a shot ball. He nearly drew it dead.
It's safe enough for Robert to draw away at this. He'd be very unlucky to fall back on the jack.
Yeah, just pop it out on the wide line. Ball drift in on good weight.
Overplayed it. Still, wasn't frightened of it.
One shot, Robert Gordon.
Set score 2-1 after 2 ends.
Not quite full here tonight, David. Various things, entertainment going on in the resort, football on the television, bingo later, a few distractions.
Jack length
Leave the
29
bingo to you.
inches.
I'll be getting regular updates on the footy. Still people probably enjoying their evening meal. They will filter in. Certainly playing a reaching game. Wouldn't be at all surprised if Jason starts to think about going short. Well, again, a lot of more seasoned players at this level are attacking this, so see what Robert decides to do. Yep, going for it. Looks close. Oh, that'll do. Toucher in the ditch, Jack on the respot.
There's a lot of room there, though, for Jason. Slight favourite here, 2 balls to 1. Displays Jack.
Well, he'll draw the shot, John, there's no doubt about that, but it's just how close he gets.
One red.
Well, I wouldn't expect that one to count. Really needed it within a foot or so. Needs to steady. No, that's not bad. He's got a chance of scoring.
One green. Last bowl is 1 bowl over Jack high. You're 3.5 feet.
Well, that's the number 1. 2 goals at it, John.
Good ball line,
One
just
shot,
the
Jason
line
Green's
and
right.
weight. Cap's doing okay at the
Set
moment.
score 3-1 after 3 ends.
It's like a tank commander with that, isn't he?
Jason's normal thing is to go full length. This one's going to be dodgy for running into the ditch. Yep. But I know he likes the long ends, but I just think the way Robert's playing, I thought he would have shortened the jack. No, He's lost not only the mat and the jack length, but also the last ball will be Roberts. Still fairly long. That didn't change it much, did he?
No change there at all.
About 4 or 5 feet, and that's about it. Well, it's 29 and a half is the full length, so
A metre difference.
meter difference, yeah. There we go. Really where Jason wanted it.
Yeah, he said thank you very much and popped the ball within a foot.
Yeah, I'll have a bit of that. That's a decent reply.
13-inch gap.
Unique style of Jason Greenslade.
Yes, it is a bit, isn't it? It's not so much even the way he delivers the balls, it's the way he wraps his hand around the ball. It's quite unusual, but it's very effective. And there's proof of it. Jason back into the good books of the Welsh Indoor then. And what was the change?
Favour 2 red.
Well, I think he made himself available this year. I think he was, last couple of years, he decided to have a sabbatical is the word? A little break.
Forced or unforced, it doesn't really matter. He's back in there now, and Stephen Rees will look after him, no doubt. Your old mate, ex-pairs partner. Good effort, Robert. Very good effort. Just dropped
red.
away.
It's decent side on paper this year. Wales, they've brought a few players back.
Yes, so I believe. Yes, it's certainly looks a stronger Welsh team than it has for a while. The Scottish team is frightening. It's really, really strong, and England are always strong, so it'll be interesting for them. There's Jace again. Just needs to pass his own ball. He's looking good here. He's settled well. There's no doubt about
good ball
it.
again.
This is as good as I've seen Jason start a match for quite a while.
Yeah, it's been one of the problems. I think he's been slow to the blocks on occasions in the last 2 years in these events, and but today he started really well. Good length, good line. No question, he's got a lot of talent and just needs to focus a little bit more.
Robert, we're going to push in. He wants his own ball if he can get it. Oh, that under the red would have been excellent. Would have brought the jack right out into the open. The problem he has now, he's got no position, really. He's 2 down. Plenty of time for Jason. He's down to 15 seconds, so should be able to get this away by the time he gets down to about 5 or 6. He's taking his time over it, but
3 seconds to spare.
yeah, normally he's quicker than that.
Going deep with this, I think. Cover ball.
Yes, well, the problem for Robert is if he hits it, anything deep will be going against him. He might think to himself, well, if I hit it right, I can't be any worse off than 2. Well, don't know. Definitely 1 down, maybe 2. Didn't really get a good, strong connection, John. Just
One shot,
wiggled a
Jason
few things.
Greenslade.
Yeah, it was odds were against 1 green ball against 3 reds. Good strike, but Didn't quite work out.
Still
Set score
down to
4-1
one,
after
isn't it?
5 ends. After 4 ends.
Take one off, John. Got to be happy.
Yeah, he hasn't really settled particularly well, Robert, on the draw at the moment. Jason's got the edge, and he needs to tighten up his drawing game if he's going to challenge Jason.
First 2 balls get Jason into the running mode. He's a very aggressive player.
It's a good opener again. Good line again. Dropping back, gets behind his own ball. A nice adjustment. And just clung onto the jack.
Yes, when you hit the jack like that, it's just how far it bounces.
1 green.
But he held on to it enough.
Jason stalking this ball. So drop off the side of his red ball. Very close if he gets the trip.
Oh, he wants to fall back on the green one. Yep, that's going to make the double. Very close to it.
It was good weight on this. Just
2 red.
bent in there and dropped off. He's dropped the green out and made a 2 of that.
That's really the perfect delivery, isn't it? You know, it's hard for Robert to get to it as well.
You may have to swap onto the backhand side.
Robert has
Needs
4
good weight
timeouts
off that
remaining.
side. Nothing to catch on.
Well, from the mat, that's not going to look very appetizing at all. Let's see what's the sort of shot he's trying to play here. Just trying to draw around his own ball, and that's not easy. Yeah, he knew he had to arrive at it to give a chance for the ball over onto the jack, but it always holds off if you're using that yard or so of weight.
Well, Jason's going backhand himself now. He knows if he can draw, turn that jack, it'll really leave Robert in a lot of trouble.
Again, it's all down to pace.
Just over it, but that's good. It's past the jack.
Well, 2 down. It's worth kind of playing at this again. Try and get the angle on the ball if he can. Tough one to draw clean.
Better weight.
Well, the thing is, John, and you know this very well, anything over the weight, it's just a struggle to get back.
2 shots. Jason Greenslade.
Not a crisis, but think it's time for Robert to start scoring.
Set score 6-1 after 5 ends.
Really doesn't want to be chasing this match or this set in the last 2 ends. Trying to avoid that as best he can.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
Really needs to get a couple of shots on the board here. Well, Jason looks very determined. He's very much aware of how important this game is in terms of ranking. He needs to get the ranking points. So he's not going into the last event in a heap of trouble.
One red.
It's pretty tight down there at the bottom at the moment, and around those 16, 17, 18, 19 positions. Jonathan Ross is also in a bit of trouble, David.
Yes, he is. He really needs to make some sort of a move at the International Open.
Nothing very close on this end.
Two red.
No, 2 red. Bit of a distance between them, so I certainly expect Robert to draw this shot. Well, it's dipping again. Got enough to hold on to the ball. Well, just dropped away.
One green.
Just good enough.
Only just by a fraction.
Well, that's the worst end from Jason. Little loose there. Opportunity here for Robert. And needs to take this. Now it's a good chance for a double.
Yes, he wants to make sure he keeps this on the high side away from the jack. Well, he's dipping under. It's getting a clap, but it is actually dropping away, and I don't think that's going to make it.
One shot, Robert Gordon.
Set score 6-2 after 6 ends.
Jack's dodgy again. Just stayed on.
Jack length 25.5 metres.
It is a trait of Jason's game, of course, that he does like the long jack lengths, but I thought that might have favoured Robert Gordon, so Robert's not really making much change on it, so
Well, he hasn't really got his first ball going. This is better.
yeah,
Better start.
it is a better start. The jack's up a little, or the mat's up a little bit, so it's a slight change of length, but the moment Jason's winning the battle, but some stage one of the two of them will move onto the shorter jack length just to shake the game up a bit.
That's a good start now with the two opening deliveries. That's his best pair of balls to start and end.
Yeah. As I say, the mat is up a little bit. It's not the usual 28.5.
Yeah, he's attacking this.
Oh, he's good at this shot, Jason. Yep. Now, where has the jack gone to? Is it still in the ditch, or will it go onto the respot? Oh, it's in the ditch, and the green ball's there. That will not be
green.
particularly easy to beat, John, because the narrow side, with that length, if it's a 23 or 24 metre jack length, you have a chance. But certainly, it's going to be a struggle.
Yeah, and both players are playing with a turning ball, so it won't be easy. That's good enough for another. Two. They're beatable, but he's got to get it right, Jason.
Oh, my goodness me. He really skirted with the outside there.
Got a chance now.
Yep.
The weight's good.
Oh, he's good. He's played it well.
Brave ball.
Tell you what, John, that's 4 feet inside the line over that distance. He really did have a little look at the side ditch and decided on this occasion not to go into it.
Yeah, I think he had to go really wide to control the ball to stop it swinging away, Dave.
Yeah.
Robert might attack this, get the ball away.
Yeah, you'll have to drive it out. Oh, looks wide. Oh, my goodness me. Oh. That is one big edge.
He got off the short ball at an angle.
green.
He was missing it and got it solid.
There's a shake of the head. Well, it does happen, and he's lined 2 shots.
Yeah, I think that there's enough room for Jason, or he'll get second, if not the shot.
It's hard to do it twice, John. You know that.
He's not as wide. He certainly hasn't popped it out as wide.
No, is the weight right?
He stops, he's in.
He's played it well.
Yeah.
Good ball, Jason. He wasn't prepared to risk going
One shot,
right
Jason
outside to the
Greenslade.
edge, and that's good. That's a thing to do. But good ball, really good ball.
Set score 7-2 after 7 ends. Track length 25.5 metres.
Jason in a comfortable position here, 2 ends to play, 7-2 ahead. I'd expect him to see this out now for a 1-set lead.
Well, one shot here will be enough. Oh, that seemed to kick out a bit.
Overweight.
Well, even at that, I think Jason's reaction was... why did that not come back a bit more?
Not quite close enough. You need to take advantage and get a really close ball. It's difficult, I know, but Jason affords you that opportunity.
Yes, it's a bit of a freebie when you're that far away with the first one. You think to yourself, well, if I can get this close and he misses again, he'll be 2 down by the time he plays his 3rd ball.
See, then he second chance,
Yeah.
bang, he's nailed it.
Oh, this is good. Wants to get it solid. Very good. And 2nd ball,
1 red.
but he's opened it up. At the moment, it's really Jason in control. He's doing a professional job out there, John. He isn't being too prolific, but he doesn't need to be.
No, he's playing very solid, and again, if he gets in here with this delivery, beats the green ball, Robert's in trouble. It's not running though, he's just inside the line.
1 red.
State of the game, I feel Robert might be tempted just to play overweight and remove the red and stay for 2.
Yes, he has to give it a chance, and if he misses, of course, he gets a back position ball, which is always useful. He's got another one after this, so...
He's playing inside line, hasn't played enough weight.
No, he's on the narrow side, and that just whips away so quickly.
He had plenty of weight on it, but I'd say he missed the line badly.
Yeah. Hard to play those controlled weight shots. Usually need a lot of time, a lot of experience on the rink to become proficient at them. Jason, another chance, and he can draw right up to this if he wishes.
He's going to play the backhand, just
Well,
lift his own ball.
Yep, got his own ball on the way. He can still draw around it. Good chance of punching his own in.
Any connection's good. Solid, he needs it.
Well, looks like it's enough for 2. No, set lie. Howard needs at least 1 here, and I think he'll be doing well to get the shot.
Yeah, well, he's certainly not going to get any more than 1.
Better this time. He's got a chance off the edge of his own. He might make a double. Oh, that's unlucky. Didn't turn the other red ball out.
Very difficult
shot,
with
first
that
set,
amount of
Jason
weight to
Greenslade.
control it. It's first set. Jason Greenslade.
Good effort, though. Been a very steady game, John, but there hasn't been a lot of action in it.
No. Hasn't been a sparkling game. But Jason's done a good job. He's played well. Very solid. Robert really needs to change the feel of the match. He's got to do something. He's got to up his game, David. It's all a bit too easy for Jason at the moment.
So he needs to bring the mat up and get hold of the jack, change the length, do something just to shake it a little bit. It's not as if Jason is peppering the jack, he's not, but he's getting in at the right times. Nine end sets, of course, and shot clock in play. 30 seconds to deliver your ball. Plenty of time, in fact, so much time on occasion, so it's hard to keep up. Shot clock doesn't even get a chance to be reset. There's a good crowd in now, John. We're auditorium starting to really fill up. Obviously not that many interested in the Swans and Liverpool match.
No, you're probably right, David. They were finishing off the bagel tart and custard or cream or whatever they were having, and I think I had the ice cream with mine. Needs a jack. Oh, it's very close to turning it around the corner. May have made the shot.
Good ball. Green was just hanging off the side though.
One green.
He had been really good to have got a bit more of this jack. He just got an edge of it. Half jack would have been perfect.
Good attempt with Jason Yurt.
Oh, he's close. Very close. Needs to drop.
Oh, well played. Good ball.
Don't know if it's shot, but it certainly looks right, like the shot they asked.
One red.
Yep, confirmed. One red. Confident draw, because normally Jason would have been chasing down in the backhand there. So he's obviously feeling good out there, John. He's a happy bunny.
Yeah, he's had the pace of the carpet from the first end. At the moment you'd say it's a solid professional performance, and Robert has all the problems. Now then, Jason, there's a little shot on if you want to swap onto the backhand, just a draw, lift the green away for three.
I think he has to now, because the forehand's very dangerous. It's hard to tell with Jason sometimes the way he looks at things, but the backhand looks a more obvious shot. Maybe he's getting more traditional. Chance to rest the ball, turn the jack.
Just needs to run, decent line.
Tell you what, he's not far away
Very
here.
close, he gets it solid.
Oh, not the edge. Oh, I think he's given it away. Oh, just the edge. It's a lot closer now.
One green.
Oh, he has. Oh, dear.
He's really unfortunate then. I thought he was well played to that green ball. Just held off the last yard.
Oh, that was unlucky. And it's given over.
Ahead.
Well,
One
he's
shot,
looking at
Robert
it.
Gordon.
Yeah, Robert's taking the one, he's not playing the last ball.
Sometimes you're better off just getting the one shot on the card, walking away, not being greedy.
Jack length 29 metres.
Jack is up again to the tee. Francis Fletcher has bowled the green ball down. I'm sure he did it very competently. Having said that, BBC currently hold the trophy in Scotland against the World Bowls Tour for the last 2 years. We are the champions and all that stuff.
Few beers probably passed you.
Not
Well,
one.
no?
No, not one.
Normally the bowls are secondary in those events, aren't they?
Oh. Winning that trophy is very important, John.
And that's where you're at in your career then, Dave.
That's exactly it.
Good start again with Jason. Just a little bit more confident on the draw than Robert at the moment.
No, the overcorrection, be careful of it. Don't want to drop a yard short.
He has.
So often that happens. We're just trying to take that little bit of weight off, and instead of taking 2 feet off, you end up taking 4 or 5 feet off, and gives your opposition a chance to add another shot.
Good ball again by Jace. Well played.
2 red.
A bit nasty now for Robert Gordon.
It's not clever looking. That front bowl's a bad
Shot
place.
bowl 4 inches, second bowl 5.5 inches.
It's still drawable, but the forehand attacking shot is there, but goodness me, it's a hard shot to play. Well, he's trying to draw within a few inches. I think this is more about getting a closer bowl, John, and think about attack it with his last one. Well, he's in the area. He's giving it a go.
Best effort yet. Really giving it a go.
Oh, gently. Oh, unlucky. Good ball. Just trying to
One
get
red.
close. Nearly got the shot. Well, had the shot for a fraction of a second. There you go, and bye-bye. Still, he's a lot better now than what it was.
Yeah, it certainly is. Jason very close. He doesn't want to move the jack. That's another shot, and it's a good ball as well. Excellent ball by Jason. He's going to invite Robert to play weight at this.
Well, if he gets it absolutely right, the 2 balls could disappear. Once I get the front split, I tell you what, he's close to this, John, for the front split. Oh, yes, and the follow through. I think he's just held on to it.
Yeah, good strike there. Got a little spin and a follow through.
1 green.
1 green it is. Good result.
Yeah, good hit, too.
Yeah, it was a good hit.
Right down the mouth of that. That was a confident weight shot. Robert Gordon is a very good draw shot player, but it just proves he can play the weight as well.
I think Jason's looking just to pop that green ball through the gap, Dave. Playing a little bit of weight.
Yes, and if he gets the edge of the jack
Jason
with
has
the
4
green
timeouts
ball,
remaining.
the respot is Jason's. Well, sticking to the draw, he thinks he can draw this and get a little touch on the jack. He could make a double. Now, has he got the weight? He's not far away from it.
Played it well.
Gently. Oh, is he just... I think he stopped in time. Hard for us to tell. Oh, still 1 to green.
Yep. 1 shot, Robert Gordon.
A little bit unlucky
He
with that
was
one.
unlucky with that. Yeah, good effort. 1 shot to Robert Gordon, though. Good end of bowls.
Oh,
Score 0-2 after 2 ends.
great stuff, isn't it? Well, he's still sticking to this long jack length, and
Jack length, 29
I think,
metres.
although he's 2 shots up, to be fair, and everybody in the tour knows that Jason likes the long jack. Maybe he feels it's too risky for his own game to drop it down short.
Showing signs of settling a little bit now, Robert. He's drawing a few more close balls. Good second.
4.5 inches.
Scottish condition there as well. Gap between the boar and the white. A lot of jacks are still white in colour. Prefer the yellow ones myself. I think sometimes the white ones disappear in amongst the white shoes with a lot of players behind.
Yeah, I think that's certainly the case in fours play.
Good effort. And that was the right way to play that, because any movement the jack was better. Yeah, so a lot of the white shoes now get behind that, and the white jack just disappears in there. As the yellow, it's got a chance of standing out.
Another good effort by
One
Jason.
green.
Well, that's not bad, actually, because that's opened up. There's a gap now in the backhand to get the green ball out absolutely clean.
One green.
Not the worst position there. Jason's a little bit careful if he doesn't want to play this and get the green ball onto the jack.
Well, very tentative shot here by Jason. Still needs to reach his own ball. Doesn't want to be short. He's got no back position.
No, I thought he might have tried to get past that at least to the greens.
At the very least, tap his own ball in.
Now, Robert really, really brave here, and he plays a couple of feet away from the forehand. He could roll that green into the jack and make a treble.
I think it's worth it. Ball on the jack.
Not a lot to go wrong. The worst result, he could get the edge of the outside ball and give it away, but he'd be very unlucky.
These are the sort of shots you look for. You know, they're game-changing.
Wider line.
Playing for it, though. Saw the shot.
Weight was good for it,
Yep.
just missed the line.
Yeah, gets a lot of credit for identifying the shot and going for it.
Well, I can't imagine Jason will play much more than a backhand draw here just to try to draw the shot. Nothing much else there, no position.
Well, he's chasing it. He must think he's very close to his own ball. Needs to tap it. Oh, way to run on and drop the other way. He was getting the shot. As it is, it's 1 to green.
One shot, Robert Gordon.
Really
Set score,
unfortunate. He was
0-3
very
after
close
3.
there. Anything but the edge. Solid on the bowl. It just passed. It was good. Got to teach those balls to fall in, Jason.
Well, 3 singles, you know, he'll not be desperately concerned at the moment at 3-0. He'll be very concerned if it's after 7 ends, he's 3 behind. But
Jack length 28 metres.
Robert's having to work very hard for those 3 singles. Needs another good first bowl.
Good opener again. Certainly picking his game up in the second set. Nice line as well from Jason. All about weight from there.
Oh, that's a good reply. Sitting out on the wing. So he can still, Robert can still play that.
Last bowl is 1 bowl short of Jack high.
Ball short always sounds pretty nasty, doesn't it, John? You know, it's you have to arrive at it and make sure you've got enough to get inside or push it through. Doesn't want the outside. Oh no. It's always a nasty one, isn't it? Just that ball short. You know, he had good weight to push it through, but because of the extra weight, it held off.
Yeah, it was a poor result there. It's a bit unfortunate. It's a very good ball for Jason now.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised Jason's playing the backhand, to be honest with you, but if he clears the green one, he's good.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
2 red.
Well, the way it's sitting at the moment looks like the jack's only going one direction. That's off to the left-hand side as we look at it on the screen. But Jason might have popped one out there just as a receiver. He will if Richard or if Robert misses this one.
Under the forehand, Robert is trying to draw the jack round the corner to the green bow.
It's going to be very hard to cover that trail in terms of the forehand now where that green ball's finished. So Jason might decide just to try and draw this. Gently drop another one in.
Good line again.
Yes, he doesn't want to get to his own shot ball too quickly. He just wants to try and sneak this one in. Not quite. A little bit frightened of it, I can't blame him.
2 red.
Still not good for Robert Gordon, though. He's got nothing really past it, the jack to invite him to attack it. I think he's going to play the draw, just a quiet draw on the forehand. Gets the second, it's okay, Dave.
Second shot would do. If he turns the jack around the corner, he might make the double. Certainly a bit more life about this one.
Not enough, though.
Nope. Well, I thought there was more life because he was on a better line, but he didn't push through. In fact, that's even further away. I'm really surprised at that because the line looked so good, John.
The old eyes must be going now, Dave. You've had a long day.
Well, we're doing what we need to do, and we're looking through the monitor. That's all, and it's hard to tell. Quite often, you look at the player and see what their reaction is, and they're usually a good indicator.
Well, Jason's persevering on the backhand. He knows he slips past his own ball on the wide side. It's a safe draw, isn't it, Dave? Nothing dangerous there.
Yep. And he played that with very safe weight.
2 shots, Jason Greenslade.
I knew that one wasn't up, but I wasn't going to say anything.
Set score 2-3 after 4 ends. Jack length 29.5 meters.
Spot on the line, centre of the rink. Couple of feet needed. That's a good first ball from Robert Gordon. Needed to take advantage of Jason's short ball. He played it well.
There's a 2-inch gap.
It looks a backhand shot now.
Well, it certainly appears to be, but when you've played a really good bowl like that, you sort of think, well, I'll just follow it. No reason to change. The trouble with playing the forehand now is that you're leaving that backhand shot for Jason, so...
Played it well again. It gets
Yeah.
past the red. Needs to slip past it. That was the danger.
One
Well,
green.
might have been. It's actually not too bad for him unless Jason really attacks it, because that stops, the little foot on shot, little resting shot. No, he's just dropping it on the weight. He's done that a few times in that backhand, John. I just wonder it's a little bit heavier.
I think Robert might change here. Give it a nice wide line off the backhand. A lot of danger as long as he's on the wide line, David. Good weight.
Yes, well, he was so close in the forehand. That was the thing. It's a safe shot if he plays the forehand. He has to be very careful on the backhand. He doesn't touch the red ball. As you say, John, as long as he's out in the wide line, he's absolutely safe.
Played it well.
Yep, played it really well.
That's about perfect.
Well, couldn't ask anything better than that.
2 green.
I can imagine a lot of the boys up in Scotland watching this and encouraging Robert all the way.
He's certainly playing better in this set than he did in the first. A few warning signs for Jason. Robert Gordon's getting into the game.
It's a tough shot, this one, isn't it? He didn't have any back position, so he didn't have a lot of choice, John, because attacking that, well, if the Jack had to move back and the green balls, he was really saying to Robert, draw another one for 3, so put himself in a difficult position with the short balls. If you don't command the back of the head, it's very, very hard to play attacking shots at the end.
Robert on the wide line again, all about weight again. If he gets past the red, he plays this well. It's a really good ball. He needs to bend.
I think he might have made it if he'd
Two
had
shots, Robert Gordon.
just a little bit more in terms of pace. But it's a good double. Puts him into a very nice little position. A little bit of daylight now.
Set score 2-5 after 5 ends.
3 shots up. 4 ends to go.
Looks like it's tee to tee.
29.5 metres.
Well, Robert Gordon, the last few ends, has been doing a lot of damage with his first bowl. But Jason hasn't taken advantage this time. Jason just getting a little bit looser. John, he's in good control in the first set.
Yeah, it's noticeable. Robert's come into the game. Jason's just slipping out of it a little bit. And as I said, the all-in signs. Needs to pick it up again.
Well, it's just sneaked past, but
Just over 3 feet, Jason.
still plenty of room.
It's a decent line. Has he adjusted the weight?
Certainly looks better.
Good recovery.
1 red.
Well, he doesn't want the jack first. He was always going to slide away
1 red.
just by getting the jack at that angle, pushing it towards the red ball.
That's good again.
Oh, yes. Just where it stopped. It'll probably drop away, but
2 red.
he's still got the double, and it's a very good position, John. There's a shot in the forehand. It's a bit more open in some respects on the forehand for Robert.
Yeah, just to come in off his own side bowl on the forehand. That was a greenside delivery. He's taking the backhand away.
Be very narrow on the backhand to get it right, so the forehand offers a shoulder. Just widens the target by 4 or 5 inches.
Popped it out on the line.
Yep, he's all about weight here.
Big effort here if he bends.
I think he was a bit unlucky there. I really do. I think that was just so close, and he's still
red.
2 down, and it was almost like it took a little bit of a straightener about 5 feet out. Looked like it was coming back for a long time.
Still 2 red. Jason's got to be a little bit careful. Just want to half the jack.
Oh, throw it out on the high side, mate.
It's
Go
a
on.
dead, all about dead weight. He's taking the time out.
Jason has 3 timeouts remaining.
Well, we have to see what he can do here, but, well, there we go. Yes. In that sort of area there. You know, he's got all that to play with, so he has. But the thing is, and certainly as far as I'm concerned, John, he should be out on the high line. Now, this sort of finishing position, nowhere near the jack.
No, just dropping it back onto the last sort of yard, let the ball bend as the weight comes off. It's a safe line, as you said. He's certainly thrown it out onto the wide line.
Yeah, he wants to come in on the high side and just let it drift back. Tell you what, he's trying his best with it.
That was a good effort. Very nearly.
Ooh, very close to
Two
that
shots,
little
Jason
arrow
Greenslade.
I was drawing there, John. He had the right idea. Good weight, but staying away from the jack. 2 shots, very valuable at this stage.
Set score 4-5 after 6 ends. Jack length 27 metres.
John Price getting very excited in the commentary box as he has now heard that the Swans are 1-0 up in Liverpool. We always like to keep the players abreast of things because there are a lot of very strong football fans in amongst the players, John, isn't there?
Certainly is. That would be some result for my boys.
Yeah. Friendly rivalry. Now, Robert, I'm going to slide past that one. It's not a bad ball by Jason, but a little bit loose. Yep, that's the idea. That's the pressure right on now from the first delivery. Well, it's just saying, John, you know, if you drop your first one short or through by a yard, opposition gets in. If you miss with the next one, opposition's got a great chance to put a double in and you're under pressure with a third ball.
Yeah, Robert's going to swap onto the back, and if he plays a good one here, he's in control of the end.
Missed chance in the 7th end. Oh, he's 1 shot up. 7th end, you really, if you put a couple on there, Jason's in a lot of trouble in the last 2 ends. These are
This is a better line in from Jason on his backhand.
chance to get a good second. Oh, he's played it well. Good ball.
1 green.
No reason why Robert can't reach it though. Very little danger.
No, still a good opportunity for Robert. He's still in control
Jason's
here.
last bowl is 2.5 inches past jack high.
Two missed chances.
The only good thing about that is falling out, so it takes away the little inside shot for Jason. He's probably going to have to draw this again.
Yes, he won't be happy about losing a single, but at the same time, I don't think he's got much other choice than to try and draw this.
It is possible to draw it. It's really in the way for the draw shot.
No, he can get in off his own ball even, but it has to be perfect. Not far away. Very close with this one.
Big effort by Jason Greenslade. Oh, well played.
Oh, that's brilliant. it was a brilliant ball, but to be fair, Robert left it for him.
Yes, he took the opportunity. It was there. Played it well.
You know, the third ball of Jason's was the rangefinder, and the fourth ball was the killer punch, really.
Timeout called. Robert has 3 timeouts remaining.
Well, he has to look at the little tap here, John, doesn't he? Just a little bit onto that. Move the jack through to here. The ball won't come with it. And if the jack moves to there, he gets the shot.
Yes,
Not easy, though.
No, it's more difficult than he faced a couple of bowls ago. Any extra weight?
Yeah, just outside it, John. And really, when you think about that with Robert, you know,
One
he played
shot,
the first
Jason
bowl.
Greenslade.
He had Jason under pressure. Jason played 2 nowhere. And in the end, he lost the shot. You know, that really should have been an end all. He was looking to score maybe even 2.
Yeah, I think he'll be disappointed if he does lose this set. That could have been the crucial end. Missed an opportunity.
He'll know it himself, but you know, it's certainly don't need to point it out to the players themselves. There'll be a lot of people watching thinking, well, you know, it's easy, but at the same time, you still have to do it, John. You have to be out there and you must think about these things, because there was just nothing for short.
No, I think he missed the second and third ball with the short balls. That's what put him in trouble then. When Jason drew it, he had nothing past the jack. Still everything to play for, though. 2 ends to go. Robert Gordon needs to win this set to take it to the tiebreak.
Yep, this is another chance for him. That's a full metre short.
Jason's just playing a little bit more tentative now with his opening deliveries. That's like a player who's sort of bottom end of the 16, David, and is struggling a little bit. I think he realises he wants to get over the line here.
3.5 feet.
Yes, and he won't want to go to the tiebreak to do it either.
No.
He want to close it out in the next end or 2.
Got to say, if he could take a single here, he's in a strong position, because Robert would need a 2 then on the next end. So very important couple of bowls for Jason Greenslade. Over adjusted.
Robert's only scored 1 double in the whole match. Jason's, well, he's been racking them up with 10 of them. 10 shots, that's 5 doubles, of course.
It'll count for nothing, though, if he can't close this next end or 2 out. You reaching, Robert? Struggling. Another chance for Jason.
2 green.
Surely he'll take this one.
You've got Jason's 110 ends, and that's what's in my mind when I was doing that calculation. But Robert scored 6, and so only 4 ends between them. But at the same time, it's the multiples have made the difference, John.
That's the one. He had 3 chances there, Jason. He's taken it.
Just too many chances.
1 red. It is just an inch past jack high.
No. Choices. Yes, that's just what we've been talking about. The ends one with that and Robert Gordon. You know, it's 15 ends. You can see the average is a little bit, but it looks worse on the scorecard, of course, with all those doubles. But
Needs to hurry. Thereabouts. Gets the bend. Now he can get to the jack.
One red.
Still 1 red. He fell away. And that was a better effort by Robert. A little unfortunate. Still 1 down, though. He's These next two deliveries on this end could be so important now if Jason plays a really big bowl here.
Well, chance a little tap on the ball, will come around it nice and clean. If he taps it, just brings it a little bit closer. Well, I didn't quite mean tap it with that weight, and 3 or 4 more inches, but
One red.
I don't think that's going past the jack. If that's going past the jack, it's a tempting shot. But if it hits the jack, oh dear, it's gone.
You can't predict really where that jack moves. If he hits it at speed, the red plant,
Timeout
anything
call.
can happen.
Robert
I
has
mean,
2 timeouts.
you're looking at that, Dave. The percentage shot is probably on the other side at the moment. Turn his own green or just get inside to the red bowl.
Well, he's looking for it, and what he's looking for here, and John, is what we're talking about, is that. Now, the difficulty is, will this bowl actually pass? Now, if it gets to the jack, it's going to end up down here. Loads of danger there. If that happens, then he's in a heap of trouble. The forehand to me is the better shot, like you were saying, because he's got his own bowl to turn over.
The thing is, if he drops a single here, he's still in with a chance going to the last. If he drops a 3,
Yeah.
it's probably gone. He's playing it. He's going for the big strike on the 2 bowls. It's a brave shot. He's close. Oh, good hit. That was a good hit.
That was a good hit, but did he miss the jack by what, a fraction, John?
One
Yeah, it was a
shot,
good
Robert
strike.
Gordon.
He played it off the forehand, which is probably a bit safer.
Yeah.
Good hit by Robert Gordon. Brave ball. He had to play something at it, and he did, and he played it well.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, John, see if you look at that
Score
again.
5-6 after 8 ends.
That was a very narrow angle. That's why I didn't think he would play the forehand runner. Like he missed his own front bowls by a fraction, and he missed the jack by a fraction. It was a perfect bowl.
Yeah, I felt he probably thought off that side it was safer because he couldn't get the plant clean. With the plant you were talking about, which might have taken it into the jack, Dave.
Unless he got it on the inside.
Yeah,
It was
well,
a risky
that's right.
shot.
He was brave to play it.
Oh, very much so. I'll tell you what, it was well executed. Very good ball. Very brave ball by Robert Gordon, but it's kept him in this.
Jack length 29 metres.
Single will do. And Jason will be thinking the same. Single will do him. He's through to the second round, and more importantly, he gets the ranking points.
Yeah, it's very much a one-end shootout here for Robert. He needs to win it to go to the tiebreak. Jason needs to win it for the ranking points and a place in the second round. It's a decent start as well.
Well, first 2 bowls is so important, and those are 2 decent ones. Very close.
One red.
Just sneaked in. A positive call.
9
Francis
inches.
Fletcher, the marker. 1 red. We favourites 1 red.
He likes it. Trundling after this. He's played this well, Dave. He gets past the red. Oh, what a great ball, Robert Gordon.
He knew it was close because he's not meant to come up after the second ball, but we'll forgive him on this occasion.
2 green.
He knew this was really good.
Your bowl or the shot? Shot bowl is 6 inches short of jack high.
Yes, you normally have to ask permission to go up after the second ball, but he got excited with that. But again, I think in a situation like that, it's fully justified.
Definitely.
You know, it's not we're not working to a schedule just at the moment, are we?
No, certainly not. And it's nice to see him get excited as well. It was a great ball. Jason.
Well, he's down on a decent line here. He also thinks he's very close. He's chasing it.
Stalking it.
Yep. Oh, he's played it.
Oh,
Oh, what a ball.
super ball by Jason. Punches the
Oh,
head. Super
yeah.
ball.
The crowd barely reacted for a moment or two.
Goodness.
I'll nominate that ball.
Oh, that's perfect. And you heard, there you go, there's the reaction with Jason. But Francis Fletcher said he's going to nominate that ball instead of marking his toucher. Even though it's a spray chalk, he doesn't have to touch the ball. He doesn't want to get near it on the carpet in case it moves. So that was a good call by the marker.
Robert's on the inside road. Has he got to wait here to hold this?
No. The right idea, though.
Well, Jason, I think you've got to gamble and stay away from that. It's either you block the hand, possibly something down the rink, or you're playing the forehand to try to get somewhere to that green. Can't afford to get near it on the backhand.
No, it'd be a perfect forehand shot, there's no doubt about it, John. And if he misses the forehand green ball, then he comes into a great position just behind it. So
Would you be tempted to try and just block Robert out? It's a difficult position for Jason.
well, the problem with blocking it
Jason
out
has 2
is
timeouts
that
remaining.
Robert can just play a yard around it and edge the ball off and still get 2. So if he goes short and blocks a running ball, or if he goes, the alternative is there, if he goes wide to stop the yard on, he plays inside it with more weight and still gets a shot. I think it's a forehand draw. I really do.
He's playing the forehand. He's looking to get to the side green ball. That's the ideal position if he can do it.
Well, he's well out, tell you that.
It's a very safe line.
Oh, so safe. He's going for cover. That's a bit of a default shot, isn't it, John? If you're not really sure what to do, chuck it around the back.
Yeah, I think it's all on Robert Gordon now. Can he find the line to remove that red ball?
Well, he's got a good sight of it. It's not hidden in any way. I think maybe a little bit less weight than what he used the last time. But
It's either that or you go firmer at it and really rattle down and clear it, Dave.
yeah, clean as a whistle,
Yeah.
but doesn't want any movement on the jack, of course.
He could strike the last end.
Well, yes, he can play the firm strike. No doubt about that. Match lie against him. Well, different this time, but he's under.
Goes quick. I thought he'd have gone quicker than that.
1 shot and the match. Jason Greenslade, second set tie.
Jason Greenslade picks up a single, draws the second set. Good game, thoroughly enjoyed it, and Robert Gordon came back strong after the first set. Won the first one 8-2, draws the second. He just couldn't get over the line on the second set at 6-all, but it was excellent stuff, John.
Yeah, and a big win for Jason. I mean, he'll be relieved tonight to get over the line, and puts him in the second round against Paul Foster. So everything to play for now for Jason.
There's confirmation, 1.5 to a half, 8-2 and 6-all. Stats show that the end's 110 against 7, but look at the total shots scored. That comes from really the first set, obviously 14-8. Touchers was all Robert Gordon in many ways, but look at the average jack line, 29, 20, and there wasn't any changes there, and I can understand that, but it was a good game. It was more of a thrilling game in the second set. First set wasn't great, but second set was excellent. But Jason Greenslade, a relieved man, goes into the second round.